Oop. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper S Viperland, and I am back here in Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Diablo 4 came out if you pre-ordered it. It's one of those, if you pay extra money for the early access, you get early access. Because of course it has that. Why wouldn't it have that? Why wouldn't you get a head start in a thing that people like to race each other in if you pay money to start early? Also, hey Ochi, Mitz, and Ramen, how y'all doing today? We're gonna continue. So we had just finished episode 2, so we're gonna start episode 3, Yeah, fair. I mean, and I bought into most of their, like, WoW expansions and whatnot, so I'm guilty of it too. Or guilty of buying into it. But yeah, I'm so torn between, the pale moon in the sky cries through your blood. I forgot this auto goes. Whoops, sorry. I'll give my take in a second, even though I've said it before. The moon. No, it's you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. What? God! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. I don't know what you're talking about. The snake is perfectly normal. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. right in Colossus. Alright, so the short and simple is, I'm torn between, I hate the way Blizzard and Activision have done bad things, lots of them lately, both to its customers and to its employees. And I still kind of want to see Diablo succeed, because it's an IP I've loved, and I would love it if they actually treated it with respect and it did well, even though I know that they won't, because Diablo Immortal guaranteed that they won't, because Diablo Immortal made stupid money. Just stupid money. Every single person on the internet agreed that it was evil, manipulative, wrong, and wrote massive video essays on it, and it still made infinite money, so it doesn't matter what happens. That's my thoughts on Diablo 4. Cool. I won't be playing it. There's a new Path of Exile League coming up, and I'm hyped for that. Cool. Yeah. It's very few people's business model anymore, unfortunately, because it continues to make infinite money. Who would have thought being unethical and manipulative towards your customers gets more money? Who would have thought? Also, hey, Sora, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Yep, we got an objection. It so far has, I believe everyone we've heard object, which is 4 people, but I've got a few ready to be added as we encounter more people. I don't know if I found the, I was, yeah. It was a matter of time, so I finally got a record for fastest tangent on stream. No, because we started with the tangent before the stream. We were talking Diablo 4 before the stream started. That rock. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Yeah, you gotta get hyped for the shonen shows. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Yeah, negative time, exactly. Started before the stream started. Still a record, yeah, probably. Oh man, I should just sit down and spend a week just adding sound effects. Because I definitely could have Henshin a Go-Go, baby. 100%, 1,000,000%. Absolutely could have it, and it would be great. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like, how young? 10 years old? What the heck are you doing getting all excited? Forever young, obviously. I missed, sorry. I can't click out here, but I should be able to scroll. Yes, they used to be pixelated, but they kinda would only scale up so well, I guess, so they decided to basically clean it up for the remaster. It is what it is. Yeah. I do prefer the pixelated art, but it's not bad, and it's also what we got, so we're going with it. When we get to Great Ace Attorney, I believe it's CG art. Just by default, it hasn't been remade. It's just how it is. Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See, I'm a teen. Not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. I absolutely prefer the pixels, but it looks fine. It's fine. then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When I asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1. Really worry about kids these days. Oh, yeah, it's awful. Like, the 3D models did look great, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. The 3DS, DS, it wasn't even DS. These were made for Game Boy Advance, so, like, to say that those were meant for a screen roughly this big, it's hard to upscale that to 1080. Like, yeah. But, like, honestly, while it doesn't have quite the charm as the pixel art, I would argue it keeps the poses, like, the animation of the poses, all of it is still there. It's just slightly shifted to a different medium to polish it up a bit. They did a great job. Yep. It would be nice if we had a toggle. It'd be nice if we had a toggle and it's like, I want to suffer through upscaled sprite work, and they're like, fine, whatever, cool. Or did they not with the Final Fantasy mobile ports? It's a shame. Thankfully, I've got them all on Vita, where they look great. The grabs. Well, the Steel Samurai is over. I guess it's time to close up the office. Yeah, that's what... Yeah. The P3 remaster? Did the P3... I haven't looked into the remaster of that. Has it not? Good. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. November 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy in that show? Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain! Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV! Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with a samurai spear! Absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick! Beep. AI upscale it. AI upscaling can work, but you have to have someone afterwards go through and make sure, like, oh, okay, that didn't quite work, let's shift it. Like the horror story that was the Grand Theft Auto remaster, where, like, the text was just wrong and everything. You'd have a t-shirt that had, like, one number printed, but you could see, like, the indentation of the previous number. Like, using that as a base starting tool for trying to upscale a game like that, cool, but you have to have someone or some people go through afterwards and touch it up and make sure it all looks good. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. I forgot that was the full title. Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate and also has the objectively cooler name. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. His samurai spear was also found struck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call. That is the only, that's the only ringtone in this universe, just by the way. You can't do fatality, but you can try fight and see if it happens. You might get lucky. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Yeah! Nick! Nope, not quite what you're looking for. Potts would be happy to know that one popped up, though. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So, I've decided this will be our first case. Alright. You know, take a look around. It's a nice day outside. Hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya has been watering it so much lately it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique. Really could go either way. Oh, it's weird that you can't overlap. Like, I can't... It sticks on the side of the box. Huh, weird. Maya's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself, then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. Makes it difficult, yeah. Well, what should we do? What should we do? How can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai. If you want to investigate this case, let's just do some sightseeing, I wonder. My money's on sightseeing. I don't have enough information to make a case yet. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened. No, we just don't have enough information. I mean, we also haven't looked into anything yet. But also, did you know? An attorney's badge? What about this? You like showing that off, don't you, Nick? Poor ego. Well, let's get going. October 16th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No, no. This is getting off to a great start. Lawyer, no one actually cares that you have it. Yeah, whatever. They already know you're a lawyer. It's like, whatever. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? Didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Wah. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. You heard it here first, folks. Didn't do it. Definitely couldn't have. She's decided. Smile for the camera. Something for lights now. Discard monitors the visitor room. He seems frozen in awe of Will Powers. There's always some reason he can't move, you know. Alright, bye. Alright, well, first things first, the important thing out of the way. Here. Let's see. Let me guess. This guy wasn't the top student in improv class. Alright, well, let's see what he's got to say. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 p.m. or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. He took off his mask, discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He'd been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kid show. He walks the streets of Neo-Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. Well, too soon. I see. Neo-Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Power Rangers are, yeah, Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. Excuse me. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. I woke up, it was after 5 o'clock. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. Oh, just because you act doesn't mean you can't nap? Come on. Who would have thought that was the thing? What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go! Willing to bet $10 she asked for an autographs. Alright, well. Who to main gate? October 16th, Global Studios main gate. And some hot chocolate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? What are you doing? Hey, you there! You want in, you gotta go through me! Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers? Oh, yeah? Well, that's great! I'm security! Yeah, I've heard the remix. I definitely remember her. It's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today. Something horrible happens and all you're wasting your time in a place that you don't have jobs you should be doing. Your lawyer's not working for the rest of us. Maybe you should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life easy to me no matter how just sloping around. I was just young things waiting a minute. What did you hippie clothes? What are you youngins going to these days? Also, hey Seventh, how's it going? Hippie clothes. You know. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen to you being spoken to. Use today! Whoa. Just everyone's... See an overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, not touching! The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with the onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Alright, cool. That's all we got. So, first of all... What's that? You giving that to me? Absolutely not. Well... So, what do you do here at the studio? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days. You were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. What? This place is really going downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim dummy? The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. I don't know, some people have a lot of fun with villains. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Oh. Is his spiky hair too much? The old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. You don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Had I heard of that? There was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He had an unlucky break after that. He used to playing the villain in a children's program. What's more, I heard they were playing him Peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left of here. So if you want to get to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be headed home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Well, I guess we'll go get a letter of request then. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? Well, the single person we were allowed to talk to does, yeah. No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Alright, well, we also... Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you headed towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. No, I'm sorry. But I swear to you, on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Sorry. The security lady. About the security guard at the main gate of the studio. Oh, the security lady. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. She's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Powers request added to the court record. Just hope this will get me past that security lady. Alright, bye. Alright. Here, take a look at this. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Huh? Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use of unreliable appearance. Oh. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. There are maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Head map of Global Studios added to the court record. Alright. Head map. What's that? You giving that to me? Certainly not. Alright, well, bye. See you outside Studio 1. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. I forgot what I had for him. Aren't you that murderer from the other day? It's the confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey, he's depressed. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're in this case too, pal. Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Can't tab out to actually rimshot, but you know. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate in the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Well, I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives got tired of standing around too, pal. The big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on hard times, though. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh? You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Studio mascot. Guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. I mean, its head is literally detached and to the side, but I'm sure it's fine. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it, too. Damn. Strong wind. Yep, can't check the tree, apparently. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. It's locked. So you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Probably all we got around to look at. Yeah. So, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Autopsy report added to the court record. Time of death, 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause, pierced through the chest by a spear. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. Think I'm lying? Ask the security lady at the main gate. That's true. Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Will Powers said, she's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Yeah. What kind of evidence? Well, that, photo. A photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up in that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, yes, evidence. We're finished. Funny, someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. You look so happy when you say that. Ho 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha 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 ha. Glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Alright, but first of all... Detective, see this? This is my attorney's badge. Uh-huh. Don't you think it's a little sad when you have to explain what your badge means, pal? Real men show their PD badges, and that's that. I admit the design of my badge leaves a lot to be desired. Maybe it should just be a big L for lawyer. Not so sure about that. Yes, L is for lawyer is how the song goes. Uh-huh, yep. I knew the whole time. Alright, see you, fool. Or not. Still locked? Okay. Well... Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station, stuffing her face with donuts. Guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? You had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. No, photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with where the camera it's the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. Reason for suspicion. This guard station is in an essential position. No matter where you go from here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I see go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If it's not the one what did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you? Haha, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was? Past tense? Well, I mean... Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest, back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate is a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture, too. But I don't bother myself with those details. Yeah, why would that be important? I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. As opposed to paying attention when things are actually... You know, it's fine. Screw you, it's employee area time. October 16th, Global Studios employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. Once here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Alright, well. Window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? Never know. It might be something like the samurai spear. You don't need a spear. It's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Just some laundry, you know. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, and gum. Huh? It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Oh, do we not know? I want to know what samurai soda tastes like. Okay, so we can move it around. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Open. Walmart version of PoE. Yeah, I know it's out and people are playing it. I know Twitch wants me to watch people play it. All my recommended channels are Diablo 4, but it's like, nah, I'm okay. Also, hey Ark, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Anything. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak, that would have hit the spot. Just had a burger. Yeah, well, I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Yeah, the steak stomach, it's fine. At the very bottom left, size tiny. Oh yeah, few things are going to be as nutty as the Path of Exile system. And like, I get it. Path of Exile wanted maximum player customization. And Diablo / Blizzard want maximum number of people playing their games. They're aiming for different things. And have been since at least 3. I'd argue 2 wanted a lot of customization. 3 wanted you to use 1 or 2 sets. That's about it. 3. The gate that used to cover the drain. A little bent. I don't think it would fit if I were to put it back on. The Metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. Pretty big drain. Kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Yeah. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Do people cycle to get exercise? Hills still suck, though. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Skills capture 20... 1 point below. Yeah, PoE's free. And yeah. Don't get me wrong. If Blizz Activision weren't Blizz Activision, I'd probably be trying Diablo 4 too. But they are. So I'm not. I used to like going back to Diablo 3 occasionally. Like, it was a good, like, weekend game. Pick a character, go to one of the leagues, get the set, build it up a little bit. Like, it was fine. But, you know, I don't do that anymore. Number 16, Global Studios dressing room. Power's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. He's telling the truth, for his sake. But yeah, like, for me, I'm gonna stick with Path of Exile, but, you know, I don't think that shocks anybody here. Excuse me, though. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his windows much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. These must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. Say you were already wearing one myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? The answer is yes, obviously. Enough. Clearly. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee keycard. That must be Power's. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. Card key added to the court record. Well, we took it. Whoop. Wonder what else is inside Powers' bag. Stop that. My partner, the thief in training. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he uses in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. How can you tell the name of the show just by looking at a wig? I kinda like samurai movies. Kinda. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Yep. Perfect. Alright, back out here. Back out here. So we probably gotta actually examine it. Entrance to Studio 1. This studio was found in the body. Let's go and check it out. Wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened! Alright, we're in! She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Don't worry about us, Mr. Gumshoe. We're just gonna buy. Cover 16, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And Steel Samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, so obviously look at everything but the body first. Look, a ladder! It's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. It was out there. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. You, no touching that. Sorry? My partner is kinda, no, I don't know. Who are you? Oh, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with the props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Yeah, still gotta keep looking around. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Okay. Same thing. But it didn't have a check mark, so it's like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. Yep. Neo Old Tokyo. Sure. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's the enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Cyberpunk version of Ye Old Tavern. Yeah. Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards that clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live You can find megaphones like all over the place. Ready, Nick? Action! The girl is more troubled than I thought. Like the other two I get being a little excited about, but like a megaphone, like that line where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it? Durable costume. Also, did you know? Any thoughts about this? Sorry. I don't really want to think too much about what happened just yet. Oh, alright, hold on one sec. It's gonna tab out of the game. Quality Sonic lyrics. We still keep the music, but it tabs out. Alright, 1 second. Of course that one wouldn't. There we go. Nope. Wrong one.
Cause if you're messing with me, I am a dangerous weapon. I am the sharpest of blades. I'll cut you down in
I do want to play Frontiers at some point.
In this pain. It only hurts if you let it. So if you think you can take
me,
then you should go and forget it.
Did you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yeah, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Alright. Oh, it's from Sonic Forces. Ooh. Yeah, quality game there. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry? So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. The second worst Sonic game? I mean... Forces had a lot of ideas, but I feel like they put so much, like... I don't even hate the idea of the whole make your own character. I don't think that's a bad idea, But as soon as I heard about that, I absolutely knew they'd put too much of their resources into that and not enough into, you know, game. Yeah, Boom in 06 kind of make everything else look considerably better by just existing. Huh. Gamer, again, like, I don't hate the concept of it, and mind you, I haven't played the game, but it looks like you really can make a pretty decent Sonic OC. Like, cool. But when you put too much of your development time into that, you have to make a good game for that character to go in too. And it seems like they made a great character creator and a game. Don't forget, Ramen, it's not just Gamer Hat. Don't forget, they straight up had a collaboration with Hooters. Sonic the Hedgehog and Hooters Girls were on the same stage at the same time to promote that collaboration. That happened, that exists. You can find that picture easily. That's a real thing. Oh, that was for Forces, yep. So you can get a Hooters shirt. Yeah. It's yeah, it's a pretty cursed picture, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I don't have any better information than that. Better one than D4? Really? Well, I mean, 3 didn't have a great character creator because you kind of just picked the classes. Like, whatever. Diablo always kind of just, like, even Path of Exile, you just pick your class. Look-wise, the only thing you're changing is the gear you wear. So, like, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. But that's, like, a really customized ARPG, like, Diablo-style ARPG character doesn't matter to me. It's more the flashy stuff they can do. But 14 X-Hooters collab for Eureka Orthos. The final boss just attacks you with, like, buffalo wings or something. I don't know what Hooters is known for besides boobs. And obviously, if it's a T-rated game, they're not going to have full-on anime titty physics final boss.
She's got
no
huge
thanks.
boobs.
Yeah. Cosmetics are super good. They are also occasionally pricey. Don't misunderstand. No thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. I have no regret with the money I spent on Path of Exile. But I've spent some money on Path of Exile. My character's always going to look pretty snazzy, but I'm not going to pretend you could do that for like $5. Sensing someone. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. Doesn't cut it in a witness's testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, we'll go. Buffalo shaped AoEs. Oh, yeah, you're right. Same model, different outfit, just the Hooters outfit. It sure do, Ochi. It sure do. Again, I do not regret the money I've spent, but that's over the course of over a decade for what it's worth. I started playing longer. I started playing Path of Exile in 2012. It's been 11 years of Path of Exile. Oh boy. What even is time, honestly? October 16th, Global Studio Main Gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. Hello. Assistance Clan. What? I saw that suspicious look in your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. You sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. We have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Eek. Hey, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired Korean. Spiky-haired Korean. Someone's gonna be complaining about the work I do, eh? We're just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! Oh, you youngins are like that nowadays, running your mouths, tomorrow saying this and the other thing. Well, when I was young, let me tell you a new thing or two about respecting your elders. Back then we did the thing. Shame that you used today. Grah! She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Yeah, let's hack into her PC. ED becomes security guard. Yep. I had a moment today where I went out to go buy some stuff. I've been having bank trouble, so I don't have my bank account got hacked twice, so I don't have a bank card right now. I only have cash. So I had to use one of the self-checkout machines with cash. It ate my 20. It took 20 minutes to get somebody else, to get the manager over, to get the key, to disassemble the machine, to eventually be like, sorry, we can't get it back. They'll just give you the change you were supposed to have anyway, which could have been done in a minute. It's like, if I raised the stink right now, they'd probably give it to me for free, but it's just, no, I will not be Karen. I will not. I just took my change and just went. It's a shame I had to wait 20 minutes for it, but as soon as it had an error, I was like, this is going to take so long. Having used to have worked with those same machines. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? No. Yeah, of course you should. If a bird take the ticket from your hand to cash it in. Yeah, I had some bad luck today. I went to GameStop, and one of the two things I bought there didn't scan. Just didn't. They had a barcode, but it scanned as something they had zero of in stock, and they sold for $0.00, and was asking the employee to input the price for it. And, like, he was just a part-time dude there alone on a Sunday. He didn't know. He had to call, like, 2 other people to get the price for that. It's just like, can one thing go right today? Thankfully, it was just when I was out. Nothing, like, went drastically wrong at home or anything. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? It's a computer. Yeah. Mind you, this is also a point before, like, cell phones, so, you know, it's all relative. 000 free, yeah. Yep, not only was he there, he was the only one there, running an entire store on a Sunday. Like, yeah, okay. Like, I empathize with him, because I've literally been in that position. I know. I understand. It was not in any way his fault that happened. But it's just like, 2 for 2, come on. Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see, first I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 o'clock. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. That one. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with the photo as evidence. Huh? Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? There's more photo data from that day. Nope, it's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick! Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. Oh, put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. To be continued. Yeah, save it up. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. He does, true, but like under the Steel Samurai outfit, so does Powers. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. Edgeworth is very good. I see. Well, I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action sequences during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Yes, that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. And after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Even when I was young, an old bag, but not really. So how did the other children make fun of me? And because of my believe it? Before there was a boy, the captain of the chess club, he called me an old bag. I just cried. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Let's just get into the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, see, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Let me begin your testimony. He sure is one hell of an old bag. Yeah, his like sunken in eyes are always so good. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5 p.m. The murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed towards the studio. Yeah. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, 1 second. You know what? You were clearly late, and you only showed up to work for 4 hours. What's up with that? So up until that time, anyone who wanted to who wanted to could go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in. A card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Hammer and nurse have been doing run through there since the morning. Run through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. Powers was in his dressing room sleeping. When he was supposed to be practicing, talk about a laid-back hero. There was a run-through in the morning. Why did he only get there after noon? Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Suspicious. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers. Observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you to lock the gate, didn't I? I did my job. Not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. He never missed one in all my years. I never was... Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the station. Did you see the victim then? I see poor old Hammer. Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Well, that's what happened next. Engagement 5. So you were watching there the whole time. No breaks, not even a second. Of course, I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same... Do you know what? She's not wrong. You can do both. Snipperwapper! Snipperwapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did he see? Better happen at 2:30 p.m., right? I've got nothing for that. A certain man worked right by me at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. You sure? Fair spit. Well, who's the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Just gonna hold on to that for a second. Now, don't get your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, of course. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Get wax in your ears, Sonny. Hey, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Was it? How about... Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? You're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo-Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss, witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? No, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Even Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. Because I don't know everyone would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. They really did make his eyes just go a little wild. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof, then. Let me know the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through at the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Alright, well. Gotta press that one. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up youth today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that. It's enough to make an old lady want to cry. Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. See, even Edgeworth flustered is just very good. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. What exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Saw Powers trip and fall! Yeah, again, don't worry about the anime. When we're done with this game, we're Discord streaming the live action movie. It is so good. So good. So good. Trip and fall. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better, of course. For him, of course. You helped make it better? I guessed it were hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. Broke one of the props. Big mess. Broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down on the court record. Murder weapon. Break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently sprained his ankle really bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room and dressed up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well... we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. No, that's actually super clearly the outfit that the murderer was wearing at the time of the murder can't be found. So it's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right. The single most gullible human being on the face of the earth. Object. Oh, hold on, I forgot. I gotta get my papers ready in case. 1 second. Keep those at the ready. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. That allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Witness's account continued. The time of poor Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. That's not... So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Hammer's death at 2:30 p.m. True? Pretty sure it is. Yep. Mind map, card key. He's dragging one leg. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then, after some rubbish about being a secret, pal, he told me everything. I see, Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Person's Will Powers. No. Are you absolutely sure? Not quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. But again, it's not, we don't know if it's Will Powers. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sir, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway. Also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work in the studio, we might have an opening. The very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? Also, shouldn't there have been dozens of photos of, like, anytime anyone, like, shouldn't there be one of Mr. Hammer? Whatever. Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? I refuse to have that as a sound effect. Yeah. Edgeworth is getting plenty of time with Grandma. Yep. Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Gotta have the Gotta have the big extended pointer finger, too. Yeah. Who could have erased the data from the other photo? Who could have? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Me? You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. And the witness explained this to the court. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? That's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. See. Your testimony, please. The other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security camera and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. I like the Maya Wright booth turning into like Stadler and Waldorf over there. It's slowly progressing. Yeah, let's just go with this. Another job? That's right. I check all the people that passed by the main gate that day. Look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. How exactly do you determine what is and isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part? This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. No, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. We're throwing out one photo that day. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a train that goes into the employee area. The gate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the train. Told you they were freaks. Oh, and kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So, on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. It's... Miss Oldbag, it's literally your job to stop them and catch them. That is quite literally what you were hired to do as the security officer for this establishment. Boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Yeah. Top tier security guard. Yeah, 11:08 a.m. District Court, lobby number 3. Mr. Powers. Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? Or you didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. Well... I always forget how good this theme is. But, like... The cameras clearly should have had, like... The camera clearly should have taken way more photos, let's be honest here. Bare minimum, it should have Penny, it should have Mr. Hammer, and it should have the actual Will Powers going there after his nap at 5 whatever p.m. 5:00 wake up o'clock, whenever. But, you know, cameras. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. Keeping it in my dressing room? 5 or whatever, yeah, that's perfect. Couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So, where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. Snoop. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that! Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. There's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right. Except the stakes weren't high enough. So, who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed the murder? I mean, honestly? I want to say old bag. Really want to say old bag. But feasibly... It was the assistant. The Steel Samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so, she became the Steel Samurai. They're saying the Steel Samurai in this picture is really the assistant. That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Wasn't the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh. Uh-oh, bad feeling time. Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury. Powers and poor Hammer were at the runtime. Oh, and me? What about the assistant? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. He could look the Steel Samurai. He could look the Steel Samurai look with that costume. She couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped. And it takes the legs out from under that case? Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you as I warned. But he knows the trouble I see. May we move on, Mr. Wright? This fight isn't over yet. If you would, Your Honor, one more chance, please? Very well, go ahead. Who is this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed a murder? You know what? Screw you. It was the security lady, Wendy Oldpeg. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. Security lady, old bag. What? Whippersnapper. Order, order. Is this true, old bag? Old bag, that's Miss Old Bag to you. Mrs. Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. That's excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes too, baby. It's like his second real case. Yeah, third, but the first is tutorial, whatever. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't you just sit there and do something? That's my move. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Yeah, I refuse to pick the second option. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Old Bag's actions that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. Did it. Now, Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Hey, just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? Boy, the one whose photo I erased. It's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it? Also, you specifically said you deleted his photo because they were not suspicious. That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10-second stops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it nice to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders, Dave Whippersnapper? I have proof. What proof? Indeed, then let's see the proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. It's gotta be the pierce of the chest by a spear. Like, there's no way the kid... Oh, or the card key. He could get into the lot, but he couldn't get into Studio 1 where the murder took place. The scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1. How could a boy with no formal relation to the studios have a card key? I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? Mer. Windbag, speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy... What was her name? Something Old Bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look for something. He's clearly got the paper in front of him. He's like, something Old Bag. The prosecution will look further into this Old Bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Man, what a day one of the court. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The Windbag wants to talk. Mrs. Old Bag, what is this all about? Have you admitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? I love that she just completely confounds both of them. He is just such a far off, separate, confusing thing that even Edgeworth's like, I don't know, I don't understand, I don't get it. She's not helping me, she's not helping him, she's not helping herself. What's even going on? Well, testify. Who can? Honestly, my lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? They told me to just pretend they hadn't been to the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? You've been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. So, you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There's some other people in the studio. Who were these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised nobody asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Here. Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There's a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left. That's where the monkey's head was falling over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? You've already asked all my questions, but... Yes. Nothing to do with it. This old bag. This is a trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. Okay, so we know somebody's dead here, but trust us, the people who hired you, that we, the people who hired you, had nothing to do with it. Here's some money. Stay quiet. Don't tell anyone we were there. There will be nothing suspicious about this. It was the other dude. So you got your bonus and you still talked? I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. Alright. Your Honor, we've learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. You work for multi-billion-dollar companies nowadays, yeah, aren't they just? Especially for the security staff. If there wasn't a murder here, they'd never even acknowledge her. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Holdbag, and more information about these other people who have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, we bought the extra day we needed and raised nothing but questions, no answers. Not a single damn answer in sight. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Oh, really? It's nothing. Cream. Oh, what should I say? Snoop. We'll be going down to the studio for some more. We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit and take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old Windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Snoop. Great lawyer, top tier, yeah. Blame the old lady. It's fine. We just needed to buy time. I mean, sure, it also absolutely worked that we now have more information, but, you know, there's no way he could have known that. He was grasping at straws, but it worked. October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Yep. Well, because there's so many court cases coming in, you gotta just... None of them can last long. You got 3 days. 3 days, that's it. Whew, what a day. This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? Guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial. The director and the producer? Yeah, them. Oh, what are we doing here then? Let's go to the studios. Alright. What do you think we should do? What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop of this director and producer. Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I've been saying! Let's get those studios pronto! Any ideas? You don't have enough information to make a case yet. Exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened. Not enough information! Yeah, speedrunners. Yep, that's what happened. They're like, oh man, these court cases, they're lasting too long. You get 3 days. That's it. Oh, come on, Hair. Work with me today. No. Alright, tally ho. I don't think we have anything to gain here, but... Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky to tell the truth. You'd say that again? Let's not. So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us in the right direction? Sorry, but no. Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small. We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes, do fanboys sneak into the studio often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around? The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Why didn't you tell us that before? Well, just... the studio asked us to keep... Oh my god. Oh... Old bag I get, but he's being framed for murder. Well, he's on trial for murder. Like... He asked us not to talk... Oh, come on. That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big. I see. Besides Shihan, you aren't hiding anything else from us, are you? No, I sure hope not. If I'm on trial for murder that I didn't commit, but somebody earlier in the day was like, hey, just don't tell him about this thing. Don't worry about it. You know what? Let's go to the studio. Let's go to the studio. Studio time. October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios main gate. No one's here. Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Hey, in the guard station, look! She left her donuts! What? I was gonna eat them. Start here. Look, it's an assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? Heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? Oh ho ho, don't mention it. Is it true that they caught the security lady? Oh ho ho. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. I mean, that one? Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. Right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigating. Gotta love the top tier. Keep out all kids. So, the fanboys they were talking about in the trial today. Came in through that drain? So it seems. Guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. That drain's covered. The boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. Feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you? What, you want to rip the grate off? Really, Nick, we can? Whoa, she's serious. Uh-oh. Rah, fight the power. Well, I guess some things are made to be broken. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty sweet. Swell sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah! There. That should make the kids happy. The things we do. Why would we do that? That's too late. It's already been done. Time to go. Go to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something to steal. Hey, we're not thieves. We did take that card key. We borrowed that. There's a difference. Yeah. I had to doubt there's something new in here, but... This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder. That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? Wonder what the killer was planning on doing then. Huh. Got a point. Cosmetics here. That was some old TV show. Samurai Boogie Woogie, Nick. Get with the picture. Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig. I have kind of like samurai movies. Yeah. I don't like that they take the check mark off of things unless it's got something new. It's bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey, supermarket tabloids. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Why, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Nothing sounds more serious than that. Someone is sleeping here. Maybe how does it take a nap? It's locked. Guess it doesn't open its window much. Regular suits, costumes. Bunch of snacks on the table. Tea and cookies. Wait, Nick! What now? These snacks! They have passed the expiration date! Then don't eat them. They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten. They are, yes. Alright. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of alternative guard fashion thing. Stupid nose. The temperature dropped like 20 degrees today, so my nose is not happy about it apparently. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. Don't even let me clean it up. Don't want me disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. I mean, those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employees area? Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees them. There's a bit of trouble catching him, though. Yeah, I imagine. They had something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet. So they were trying to protect the director. Or the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. He saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Alright, well, bye. Cobrating Studio 1 entrance. Hey, Nick. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. Right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. Alright, well. Studio 2. Routine Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted. Eek! Nick! What was that noise? Sounded like it came from inside the trailer. But, wrong voice. Somebody must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. Not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked. What? Don't we have a key? No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate. And what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it. They'll let us. Yeah, I mean, we're in no hurry, so let's just take a look around. There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. And, bent? Whatever. The trailer door, it's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. Doubt they let us borrow it. Closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. These look like materials for making a movie set. They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'll run fine. Well, let's go for a drive. Sure, I had a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license. But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? I mean, one of those is more impressive. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steaks, but something does seem out of place. What? I don't know. It just feels odd. You could drive on the train. That's true. You could do lots of things, just not legally. Back to main gate. Hey. Maybe just take it. Guard station. Security cameras. Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. I really want the key in that trailer. Maybe next time. You don't run some security cameras, huh? Looks like it's been turned off for the day. Ah. Cool. Map of studio. We clearly need to get the thing. Maybe we just can't do it now. Means there's still something we're missing. Check that, check the flowers, check the door. I think we got everything here. I don't think there's anything new here. Security camera on pictures. Took 2 pictures day of the murder. One of them was Steel Samurai. Grade school boy doesn't seem to switch on today. Because, you know, whatever. This is exactly what I don't want to get old, ever. Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. Studio mascot, monkey some kind. Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant. Not sure we really want to fix anything, and you'd probably need a crane to move that thing. Probably so. Doubt this is any different. don't really want to be in here. Yeah, it's a murder scene. I want to go someplace else, Nick. Alright. I doubt there's anything new here anyway. No, nothing new here. Must have missed something. Well, so look for all the stuff we didn't. Studio van. A lot of stuff I didn't recheck. Main entrance, police officer. Specifically, a lot of stuff around here I didn't recheck. Drop, castle. Then get us off, and I know who did it. Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that? It'd be nice to live so free of guilt. Electric bicycles, what's the point? Go uphill better. Wait, so it is lunch, just get around. Too shocked to clean up, T-bone. Steaks, yay. Storage room, film equipment. Powers. Window, frosted. Normal machine. Actually, WTF? Who are you dudes, Lamau? Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Saul Manuela? I make elite shows, The Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Saul Manuela? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, we're awful. What is it? You know, on closer inspection. Yeah. Hot! Slobber, Did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume rocksers. God. Rocksors? What? Hey, you're drooling. Lol, buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Steel Samurai Pink Princess, Warriors of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffle, Lamau. Pink Princess? Why's it gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't I have a cool name like Near Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Ooh. Well, day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. That security lady told you about us. Eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face. T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, suck sores. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suck sores mean? Yeah. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Camera's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. Sweats. It seems like all he's doing is sweating, actually. She brought all these studios back on the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors, also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension, Sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. All gray-haired geezers. Scowl. Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Alright, well. I'm gonna try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me, lol. Why are you staring at me like, oh my god. Oh, cool. We got everything we could do. Bye. We're leaving. Immediately. Ah! You again! Eek. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as I saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. Guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Thanks, Maya. Thanks. Starting now. 1, 2, 3. This lady's too much. Man, boy. Not that kid you said you saw. That's him again. I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. Got the director. It's the one who was here on the day of the murder. Let's see him again. I'm taking him down. Nick, I think she's losing it. Yep. Well, maybe this is later. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching! So I better investigate there later. You and your laters. Don't know. In the trial, they said Studio 2 is down this path. Monkey Head is in the way. We should be able to get by without a problem. This Monkey Head, it's real heavy. Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell. Both of these, the Monkey Head and the tree, fell the day of the murder, didn't they? Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. Entrance to Studio 1. The studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I was pretty sure there wasn't going to be anything here, but, you know. Yeah, not here. I still can't get that key. I still can't examine... Alright. Technically we didn't check anything in here, so... Look, a ladder! It's a step ladder here. Chair, director, megaphone... Yep. Reflecting light. How Android's body was, found the outfit, head looks weird. Camp's heavy. Backdrop. Alright. Wasn't sure, but... The ladder jokes never end. No, of course. Why would they? Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in right through that drain. Hey, Kiddo, what's your name, sport? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you are a kid! What a rude little brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I see no adults here, hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being mocked. Got to hand it to Maya, she's pretty sharp and pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. Yep. So, first things first. Evildoers. Okay, well. So you're a fan of the Steel Samurai. How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side. You can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Easy. Like some fries with that. Not bad, kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? Alright. Say, you heard anything about the incidents the other day? You were here, weren't you? Did you see anything? Always, the Steel Samurai always wins, always! Yeah, I saw him, I saw everything! What? But no way am I telling you losers! But wait! No! He's gone. Huh. Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out. A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Found a table in the employees area. The label reads sleeping pills. Huh. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Well, I hope he's gone. Why are you in the dressing room? Why? Could you not be? Could you not be anywhere? Huh? Where's that old windbag? Odd of her to leave her post. Not really. This is the hey, Nick, that was her. Stop! Whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Notch! Oh, she tripped. Mayasha looks happy. Wow. Be a shame if we, missed and hit the no clues area. Hey, Nick, now's the chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. Key to that trailer in Studio 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? The trailer key slipped in the pocket. Man, sure these are all very legal ways to get evidence in court, right? We stole this key card that lets us get around, so don't worry about it. Super legal. Not just legal, super legal. Wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great, let's go, Nick. She seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Ah, not that eager. The Singing Samurai, Samurai Summer, Dynamite Samurai. Sensing a theme. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Nick, someone's in here. Names? Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and, I see. And who may you be? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez, she's quite beautiful. Well, let's ignore her and look around. The glass is frosted, I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set cost. Can't believe they spent that much money on those sets. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. The hell does samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars? What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. Typical summer romance with a samurai and a horse? An old movie poster, Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. Yes, Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Oh, we can't examine the, clearly Mountain Dew. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some papers and crumpled documents. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Well, that's what we got. Okay, so first of all, I'm not interested. Fine. Day of the crime. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder? Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me. Script. I'm looking for a script. A script? Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. Steel Samurai. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez? It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her! Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director. Sal Manuelo, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this week? I actually have no idea. I have very little knowledge firsthand. It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manuelo, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? Wow. Super helpful. I don't think I like her. Sniff. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, I'll give it to him if we see him. This memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. Okay, well. Entertainment industry right now. Oh. Oh no, I've been in the entertainment industry all along. The whole time. I didn't know. Kiryu in Zero, Kiryu in anything. But yeah. Yeah. Well, bye-bye. So go ahead back to all the heckin' way. Over here. Over here. Here. I don't like you, but take this. Here, I got this from the producer. Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13? Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Uh-oh, my ass is pwned if I don't find it. Shakes. Nick? It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Alright. Well, we know he was out here. But I'm pretty sure we've checked this one enough that it wouldn't be here. Theoretically, it passed by the main gate, but I doubt it would be there. Same with that here. Maybe it's in Studio 1? No, we don't know if they were in Studio 1. Back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Well, maybe. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Yep. The director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he left it somewhere? Ah! Found it, Nick, the script. Good work. Script placed in pocket. Alright, bye. I get why they want it to feel like you have to pass through certain areas to get to certain areas, but man, it would be really nice if I just had a list of all the places we could go to. Like, I get it, certain places connect to other places, and that's why it goes this way. Would it go a little quicker if I could just go from the trailer to the other side? But, like, they use that to have events happen, so, like, I get it. Alright. Nope, wrong one. Not interested. It's literally the note you wrote to us. Freckle. Here, we found it, your script. Ah, script handed to Vasquez. Not going to talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold it. What's the big deal? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are? Or as lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but... You wanted to know about the day of the murder. Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Possible? Why? The path was blocked. We can make it through. You can make it through. Path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Going in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer? Stuck until after 4 p.m. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over it after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. It's Mr. Monkey. Yeah, no, we gathered that, yeah. Also, hey bots, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. The 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. We did it? Heck yeah. What do we do? It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. The cage. Oh yeah. Ooh. Bots, I have one question and one question only for you. It's actually more of a statement. Your body is definitely well balanced. But Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Sure is. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head data added to the court record. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. Normal thing people say to one another. Yeah. Also Buttwolf. Okay, so you made it to that episode. It's not Buttwolf, it's Cerberus. Come on, obviously. It's Keijo is an experience all the way down. And it only gets more absurd every episode. Every single episode it gets more absurd. In all the best ways. And now Potts can also agree, shockingly high animation budget. Like, shockingly high. See, I feel like the moment that everybody knows whether they're going to like that show or not is towards the end, when you get to the big action sequence at the end of episode 1, and little girl just works so hard that she snaps somebody's neck, and it makes the sound of a neck snapping, and they fall into the water, and we just don't talk about it ever again. You either laugh hysterically and go, this is the greatest show of all time, or you go, I'm out. That's the moment. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's like Kill la Kill. They somehow got that level of budget for that show, and I don't understand how, but it's so glorious that they did. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Alright. True, Kill la Kill has trigger behind it, so you expect the budget. You don't really expect it from Keijo until it happens. You're like, damn. Alright. October 18th, Wright & Co. law offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? Got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Yeah, plot. We get it. Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What do you mean we have one lead? Boy, of course. Yeah, no, because at least Kill la Kill still is like... It's a shonen show with less clothing. This is so much different. It's so... It's powerful. It's powerful. It is great. And you know what? In an anime, they are all canonically college students, so none of them are underage. Canonically, they are doing this because they want to do it. Nobody's being forced into this sport. Nobody's uncomfortable. Like, they're all like, no, I've chosen this career path because this sport pays a ton of money and I want to do this. It is all it may be heavily fan service, but it's also all consenting adults in universe. Like, yeah, the main character just wants money. 100%. It's like, I just want the cash. And like, cool. And it's a shame that that is an outlier in anime, but it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. Oh no, it didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Alright, well. Butt stuff make it weird. I'd like to think it's more than that. But, yeah. It's boobs and butt stuff. So, what's the best thing to do from here? We need to get to the studio and talk to that boy. Excuse me. Oh, do you have any ideas of who might have done this? We don't have enough information to make a case yet. I've never heard that phrase before. So that's where Maya got it from. October 18th, Global Studios, main gate. Huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, huff, puff, puff. What's wrong? Huff, puff, with whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. Huff, when I catch him, huff. Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. Huff, I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. Hostage? Butt stuff, make it a shonen. Yeah, make it a crazy over-the-top shonen and give it all the animation budget. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart, I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage? But that boy was running away. He dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. Kinda hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea. This old bag, want it now! Catching that bread if it's the last thing I do. Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? Trade? Wonder. Do we? Maybe that one. Yeah, you can have the key back, if we can have that. This old bag, I'm borrowing this, just so you know. Okay, just be sure to give it back. That's demanding when she's exhausted. Alright, so that's not it. Photo? I told you who I saw. It was Powers. Well, at least she's consistent. Ah, obviously. He's too busy catching your breath to tell me anything. Card key? Oh. Hey, that's a card! Studio 1! Right, card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. This wasn't intentional, but I think I'm just leaning her closer and closer to Cartman as time goes on. That was not my plan. I kind of just have been rolling with it, but I feel like as this chapter goes on, she's just slowly approaching Cartman. Senran Kagura. I've never actually played a Senran Kagura, but I am aware of them. Oh, okay, so quite a few is different. Oh, it's bad. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. Huff, puff. You'll let me borrow it then. I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio 1. Lend her the card key. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. Card key lent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts with no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have use for this. This must be the hostage he was talking about. Steel Samurai trading card. Really popular with kids these days. Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling off towards the studio. Well, time to go look for the kid, I guess. Who was over here before? Hey. Hey, you. Hey, wait a second. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. As you do. Dressing room. Sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. I'm back. There, he's back. Who did she? Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo. And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here. So sure I'm qualified. Alright, Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's, the bomb. What a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai. Hey, watch that attitude. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't you yell like that. I'm only a kid. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please? I don't know nothing. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? Alright, well, bribery initiated. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, my UR! UR? Huh? UR! You know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure don't. Give you this if you help me. That's my card! By offering me something I already own, you're in effect ensuring the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principles of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever, I don't need that card. Get a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade from me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. Premium... Why do I feel like we're talking about stakes? Alright, well... Guess it's time to find a rarer card. We can't go to Studio 1 anymore. I wonder... Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you? Doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope. She's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, I mean, it seems like she gained, like, 12 cup sizes and 6 inches of height, but, you know, whatever. Whatever you say. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. I missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Yes, angry donut grasping. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Talking about SSR gotchas. Yeah. Yeah. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's really a terrible loss for the studios. But his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. And again, after what happened. After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Well, wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Well, why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Gotta cover up here. We need cards for the kid. What are the chances he has a super rare card of himself and brought it to prison? High, right? Guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Well, let's try again another day, Phoenix. Alright, well. Yep. Also, hey, Crescent, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. Yeah, you're right. There's clearly nothing. We need better cards. Oh, gonna do what I did earlier and just hop areas until something happens then. Like, I don't think there's anything left to look at that we haven't looked at. I have to talk with this kid. Cards. Yeah, okay. Same thing. It's a rare card. Okay. I like how he's just hanging out in... Like, that's somebody's room. Like, I guess it's a dressing room, but it's like celebrity's dressing room, and he's just like, yeah, I'm here, whatever. What about it? Got 2 people ate here, there's nothing left on the plates. Cover the set. It's all stuff we'd seen earlier, but kind of making sure. Dale sitting here sometime. Junkyard. Plastic glass, not temporary. Solitude, proper name, not no. Need a vacation. It's unlocked, we can probably just walk right in. Alright. Cards? You know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those actually. I'm 1 card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of 1 of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it! That's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it! I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. But please, I beg you, please trade with me. I don't care what kind of girl you think I am? What? It's a card game. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards! Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a, huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see that she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Yeah, let's trade. Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you. Erp card added to the court record. Nice. Trading card game in Yakuza 2. That was... Ooh. Yeah. I would definitely call that a card game. Yep. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Alright, bye. Across the whole place. So hey, see this card? Yeah, so, wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Oh, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me, please! Wow, never seen him so eager. Right, okay, how about a trade? You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want 8 cards, I just want information. You sure? Fine with me. Erp card given to Cody. Hey Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. So, you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool! I guess. You're judging him by his looks, you have to look at his actions and his life. Being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai. So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is. It's fighting skills. I think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins, always! Check this out, it's my fan album. Samurai Scrapbook. What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. Stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. Never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I got it just for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well then, I'm happy to accept. Thank you. Hath the glory received. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, we might get some useful information out of him yet. What you saw? Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here that day around 2 o'clock. I had to come in through the woods out back so that old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was out there for maybe a half hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio. After that... What is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy! He used the samurai spirit, just like always. 1 shot, 1 kill. It happened so fast I got scared. I went home after that. I see. It must have been hard for you. Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you want to speak from the heart. Right? Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. The director has an alibi, so it wasn't him. Indeed. So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy here is a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wah! That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads, and now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Ooh. You gotta be. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. His witness totally over great. Yeah, so much of the stuff that we do here is just illegal. Most of our evidence has been collected by just breaking into and entering all these places. It's fine. You just can't overthink anything here. It's perfectly good. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really? It's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes. Please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Suspects on a crime scene. Well, yeah, but think of how much evidence we got by, borrowing other people's keys. So much of it. Hilarious like that. Yeah. It's perfectly normal. Don't worry. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studio. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manuela to the stand. Or that director. Yeah, like everything. It's a game. If you try to apply it to real life stuff, yeah, things are gonna fall apart. It's a game. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Perfectly fine. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? My name is Manuela, and my profession is professional creepbag, but also sometimes I write scripts, direct things. You don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob, Raffle. This is Sal Manuela. I'm a director. Television. You were at Global Studios on the day of the murder. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. Ours is innocent. You know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning I was doing, an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else ate lunch at the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were at the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. That's about it. Time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. According to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Gonna hit them all. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, for what it's worth, I was pretty busy all that day. Sad face. Yeah, tell us more about that. Doing action run through, yeah, that does check out. The employee area? That's right. There's a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run through? Fight in the courtroom. Yeah, Oh, yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on Hammer, and if you can believe it, she certainly had the lungs for it. Lingual speech. Oh yeah, it's awful. It's awful. I hate it. I mean, hey, when it works, so it works. Nope, just us four. A lot more time than I thought it would. I don't know what we're gonna press on that. Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this, but WB twisted his ankle during the run-through. See? All right, that's the limp, which of course led to me missing my lunch. Roffs rolling on the floor, starving. Yeah, but everyone else ate lunch at the oh, hold on. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them? At a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, ended up skipping lunch. There were still 2 plates there, so in the end you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? Yeah, it's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manuela. What do you want, Sweats? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all the trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. Who doesn't? So, when exactly did you eat it? We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then, true. Mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Meeting until around 4 p.m. Yeah, What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story on our budget. Get this, sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manuela, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Could you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting. No one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one, Sweats. I've been reading the the obvious, like, emote things anyway, but I feel like he specifically would actually be saying those. Like, I'm just reading him anyway, just for laughs, but I truly believe that he actually is saying sweats. 100% believe, in his case, he's actually saying it. Says something, hold it! Says something, hold it! Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. I mean, why not question everything? He's got the Frau energy to say, uh-huh, yep. Huh, what's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second! We do have an idea! Wait a second. Mr. Manuela, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, Raffle. Well? Mr. Manuela, what is this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. They took a break. One of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manuela, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edwards is laughing. The break. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break, Rahul. But it's only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12! Oh my god. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Oh, I hate that expression. So it's just enough time to do the T-bone steak, if you ask me. Steams. That certainly is a testimony. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. What time exactly did you take this break? Huh. I'd say it was from 2:30 or so until 2:45? 30? That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak, what else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. Eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. Excuse me. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? I claim it, and I claim it loud! If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. Suppose you might say that. Alright, got the judge thinking now. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. It's your point, Edgeworth. You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. Court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. What? You're right! The true break in the trailer meeting time came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Miss Monkeyhead barred the way. Actually, Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. Somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright, and I'm afraid you lose this round. I believe we've seen enough evidence. Generic needs. Yeah, of course. I would like to relieve Mr. Manuela from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court's opinion in this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gotten to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? The witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order. I will have order. C. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Even the judge is like, gotta love a good cliffhanger. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? Everyone in that trailer has an alibi. Sorry, Phoenix. Guess I was wrong. But, Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up in a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? Oops, sorry. Kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it, I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere, after all. Hey, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. This one's for the kids. October 19th, 11:15, courtroom, court. Well, we're back. Yeah, how did we do? What was it? Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. So our witness is a grade school of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Oh, okay. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps we could arrange for a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody, answer his question, okay? Oh, hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. Get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. Having trouble with this gentle thing. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just, Mr. Edgeworth, I prefer bearded gentlemen. Very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on the day of the murder. Better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, new digital camera, always carries it with it, still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came up at the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. Totally rocked right before my eyes, but right before the eyes came out the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, it would have been the time for a shoot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get in the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen here, honestly. Well... You really like to steal Samurai, huh? Of course I do! I taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. Impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh! My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Yo, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez! It's the woods. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? You go off the path with all those woods. That's where I was. See. Anyhow. Going for the studio. If there's anything there. Oh, Edgeworth having a great time. Between Old Bag and the kid, he's doing great. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Usual. Did you see this monkey by any chance? This monkey. Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. Got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. Got lost in the woods. Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? Went here by the studio, Steel Samurai. Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. Looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. See, what then? Before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kind of far away. Huh, he's being awfully vague. Of course, it's Steel Samurai, took him down, pow! What happened to the bad guy? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he was a real pro. What a great actor! Yes, I suppose he was. I have a camera with me. That would have been time for a shot, I'll tell you. You had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? Guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. This is for you to say. Camera. The camera. You know, the camera you've always got. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital... Always put it out of reach. Always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. I'm just going to leave it here. Huh? That's a great face. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, is that putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? A digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? Phoenix Wright wig to accompany your playthrough. Oh, there's no way I could keep a wig like that styled and accurate. It's impossible. I just couldn't. But thankfully, I don't have to, because the snake has it. See? It works. I don't have to wear it. The snake does. Or I suppose, if... Oh, I can't click off. I always forget about that. I could move the hair onto my image, but I think it works better on the snake. So, yeah. You see. Anyway, Cody. I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Also very much Boomer Judge, yes. Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody, I'm just gonna not respond to that one. Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? I do love that they added a little box under him. So, you did have a camera, And you did use this camera. Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Where do you find anything of that? Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. So, you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Goes for the bad guy, wham. So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder. Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witnesses stated what he saw quite clear. I don't know. Samurai kiss? I don't know if I'd say quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. You missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Watching something else? Missed the climax of the fight, because he was looking at something else. Probably. Something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Come on, think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have ascertained the boy is a great fan. He couldn't? Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. To agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? Gotta be evidence, then. Alright. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? He's still learning how to use the camera. I don't know why I didn't just go with that. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Oh yes, very authentic, Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. And having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Me means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hankins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? About why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Wow. Damn. Yeah, I spared no expenses, Sora. I've got paper. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Definitely it. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. I don't know where to press here. Yeah. Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edgeworth, and I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid clothes. Testify, witness. Testify. Yes. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strange? Hold up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. Lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? A person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yup. That's all? Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture. Would have, once I got that lens open. Did you really not take a picture? Not even once? Nah, you definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hankins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hankins. It's one of my powers. Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Did... You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know. Well, you kid. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. Why would I want to keep a picture like that? Huh? Becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon, with some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Gotta be this one. Cody. Well, what? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. This stack of papers, it's so slappable. To really prove a point and just drive it home and just... Yeah, I'm gonna ruin this stack of papers. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. What's that? I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah, Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hankins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No. Wait. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what truth is that? Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture of in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The photos were blurry. Yeah, I erased them by mistake. The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Well, that's some hype child crying music right there. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. And then he didn't move. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Oh, that's a good quote, too. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. You understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Did you hear that? Order. For the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait, had Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Well, like, in the black and white photo, from just, like, the neck up, he's very Soul bad guy. He's got the hair, he's got the bandana. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. I mean, it was an arena when they're practicing, I guess, but still. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. That's old bad guy. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. Get it? I thought the Still Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, photo of my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright. Agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. Sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Yeah, what? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. Well, I've got a finger. I mean, presumably it's the 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see. A gate? Why to draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. He is so... I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here, in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. So the judge where the murder took place. Yeah, main gate? Definitely. Right. Studio 2! You have to remember doing these with a touchpad. It's just a little stylus. Here at Studio 2. See, that would explain the 2 in the gate of the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path wouldn't have been blocked. Well, the path was blocked, yeah. No filming's done there. Trailers there? Gonna go with the path was blocked? Path to the trailer was blocked, as we have heard. Path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Saul Manuela's testimony. Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding into the time of death. As you can see on these papers that I am slapping. During that break, Mr. Sal Manuela and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steaks. They were at the scene of the crime. Oh, were they really? The T-bone sounds delicious. Order! The defense makes the following claims. Scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. But do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. We do have some proof. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? They're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle. Found this on the table in the employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills. The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Drugs. Where can I get some drugs? Oh, sleeping pills. Oh, that would really help me. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Sure, I have an idea. Well, fingerprint the bottle would be a little hard right now, because, like... it's gotta be Tess Powers' blood... An idea? Continue. Run a test of Powers' blood. We should find traces of the sleeping pills. This much time after the day of the murder, even if there were traces, this still proves nothing. No blood test could tell that Hammer was the one who drugged him, Mr. Wright. That's right, darn. Didn't work. Time to try another idea. Examine Hammer's body? Idea, Mr. Wright, and that would be, we should examine Mr. Hammer's body. Hammer thought it was Mr. Powers who was made to take the sleeping pills. Wrong again. Alright. How about we fingerprint the bottle that we've all just touched? An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up in this bottle. Suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. A lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. The trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Very well. Court is adjourned. Ooh, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Huh, maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back then. Don't tell him that. Me too. Don't tell him that. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Snoof. Alright. I'm gonna see if we can at least get through the investigation phase. I know we won't have time for the trial unless the investigation goes really quick. So we'll probably stop after the investigation and wrap up the trial next week. It's the general plan here. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. right in Cola offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? It's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. Under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, we've no time to waste. I'll get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Huh, was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? Can't see what's going on when Mia's here, so no, haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers, right. Detention Center, and 1 second. Guess I can probably put the paper away for today. Very likely. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Did you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been on Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And? What? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manuela? He used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manuela. I hear he's pretty much all at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. It's almost like we've heard something happened, but it's fine. Bye. To the gate. We're not near the Global Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? Think your guard's down. Yeah? Bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manuela, the director? Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to do. He treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Mike. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you're dragging a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling me a criminal, a thief. I won't forgive this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. Listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright, we're gonna leave. Like, yeah. We're not to the studio entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him. Like the director or the producer? I kinda doubt there'd be anything new. Mascot. Monkey. We'll examine it if we have to, but... hello. Over 19, Studio 2, entrance. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Oh! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. Watching the clouds. All she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. No, Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Didn't you also proclaim that immediately about Mr. Powers? Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell us about Mr. Manuela. We must talk about that man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. Alright. Well. Yes, into the trailer we go. So we're 19 Studio 2 trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, still seems pretty messy in here. Guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Is there anything new? Nothing in here. Giant thing of delicious green drink. Exciting stuff. Alright, don't think there's anything new here. Well, bye. Oh yeah, let's go for drive. No license. Yep, we got that already. Table was weird. Yeah. Alright, well, moving to the other side. Yep. Employee area. Anyone nice and friendly and talkative here? I guess they're not filming today either. Did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. Yes. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah! No, not touching! Eek! Thanks, Mr. Gumshoe. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. Guess I can be a little dramatic at times. Dramatique at times. Suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Alright, well. The plate. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills. See? If there's traces of it, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? I know, everything in due time, pal. Well, testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Alright. Feel like that's important. How goes the investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. You really shouldn't. How was Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. What? Bury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on that bottle. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So that's right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Alright. Cool, thanks, bye. Oh, hello. What are you doing in here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... But what? Why? But WP is innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Right, well... Just wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. Rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? What do you mean The Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! So I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming? They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. Bad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah? I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Oh, okay. This is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, yeah, gotta drop the objection. You can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Alright, that was easy. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. That's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. Oh, and that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. I'm afraid of what would happen to his career if word got out. Let's see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her, but we know how that's gonna go, if she'll talk. Alright, bye-bye. Goodbye again. What, you're still sticking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think Global Studios made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Maybe. Well. Pretty sure this question's gonna go over well then. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas? Nichols? Kenny Nichols? That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. During filming with Jack Hammer. Killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. Suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. Did you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Guess the pills. I'm sorry, Miss Holbeck, but I do have proof. I can prove that Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Best I got is this. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? A bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used his pills on Powers? Unfortunately, Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So, this is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Is old bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. Right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse? A paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here in the studio. We don't have a hold it or take that yet. Just objection. I see. You have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Wait a second! This is the picture! Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell into the flower box fence. Well, damn. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Well, that was overwhelmingly useful. Thank you. Not really sure where to go now. Yeah. Just, slap this. Not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag? Wait, old bag? Old? She means the security lady. Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez, you heard this incident from the press, didn't you? You used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright, well, let's go inside the trailer. Oh, you came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. You have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident. And I ran him hard, believe you me. The security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. He wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence! Boys. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. This is fine. Were they? Professionals. You're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! Back to everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now.
He might actually be dead.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Thanks, Dick. I mean, Gumshoe. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I didn't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again, soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. Who's at the bottom? The Vasquez? To be continued. Which means that's where we're going to save it. Because, yeah, we got 20 minutes left, but I doubt we're going to do another full whatever in 20 minutes. Yeah, we're not doing a trial in 20 minutes. We're not. That means next week we wrap up this case. It seems like we've done all the work. It's the final day, so, like, gonna hit it there. Yeah, making progress, investigating crimes, doing trials, harassing witnesses that are old ladies and children. You know, normal court things. Just the normal court shenaniganry. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. This has been Vipers of Viperland. Having a great time. Phoenix writing it up. Tomorrow, we're doing Labyrinth. Tuesday is going to be Octopath 2. Thursday, Friday should be Labyrinth. Saturday, day off. Taking Saturday off. Won't be streaming. Hopefully, I don't ruin my voice for Sunday. That'll be to be determined then. It's always a possibility I might have to push this to another day midweek if I'm going to be doing a whole karaoke night Saturday. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe the voices will just be flatter than they already are. Who knows? Whatever. Well, that'll be something I'll decide Sunday. The plan is to stream this Sunday. If things go awry, we'll see. Yeah. Gonna have to click off, so it's gonna shrink this real quick. We got ourselves a monster. Cool. It is cool. Let's finish your chat story. Oh, very nice. Very nice. I have not finished any of the stories. We're chapter 2s for most people. The strong independent start. I forgot about that one. And we have to end with that. Obviously. Yeah. Hope everyone had a great time. This has been Vipers of Viperland. See you all next time.